Mute myself. All right. Hello. Hello, Miss Melissa. All right. Welcome to your full body tarot reading. So, today we're going to be spicing it up a little bit because the deck that I kind of dug into your energy right now, oh, they are instantly being very loud already. I have a seance candle lit. Like I'm lighting it for everything, not just my seance reading. It's for everything. So anyway, for your full body tarot, the Crow deck was really popping in, and so was the Soul Journey deck. And I always like to say, like, people need a little dose of some realness when these two decks come together. And that's okay, right? Like, we like that. We like the realness. Let's do it. So we did, I had the intention of doing a past, present, future spread, but whenever I was looking at the cards, I was thinking of you, what spoke to me was past, present, and what you want to happen. Like, these are the intentions that, like, they're setting forth for you, what they need to happen or what you want to happen in this situation. So we pulled all major arcana cards for you. And the one thing I like to say about major arcana cards are these are the life lessons, the places, events, and people that move in and out of our lives. And the major arcana is kind of like how we react to that happening as it's happening and what's going on. So for the past, we got Temperance. Now, with Temperance, you are really seeking, because remember, this is the past. So you are seeking balance in a very chaotic and abusive environment. Like, I feel like something happened to you between the ages of 13 and 15 that they're trying to get me to talk to you about. And whatever those moments were, like, really took pieces of your soul and really changed you. And you were just kind of like in this, they're showing me like a tunnel, like you're trying to dig out. Like, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of it? It's like quicksand. And you're reaching for everyone else. And I feel like the person you told about this was your cousin, because they're showing me your cousin. Like, you reached for her and she pulled you out. And she was like this big safety net. And they're saying, like, it's not a secret. Like, it definitely happened and you're definitely open to it, but you don't like to talk about it. It's definitely a place in your time, in your life, where you splintered and it was very chaotic and very abusive, and it kind of like shut your throat and heart chakra down in one. You've regained that throat chakra balance. You ain't afraid to speak out, and I mean, that's really good. I feel like it might have been, they're making me pause because you're gonna pause. They're definitely showing me like an older, like darker skinned man that kind of represents this for you, and like this kind of like white t-shirt, like they were always in like a white t-shirt and jeans all the time. So I'm just gonna leave that there. For your present, you pulled the Hanged Man, and I feel like this is a chaotic and abusive time where you've tried to work through a lot of this. Because the Hangman is all about trying to find a different way to see this. It's not like, I think you're past the point of why did this happen to me? Now you're in the moment of what lessons can I learn from this trauma? Like, how can I not repeat this cycle? I feel like this is a family cycle where men come into this women. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to do something. Can't get my pendulum on, and they're showing me having my pendulum on, so I need to do what they're showing me. And now, of course, I'm having trouble doing it. Of course, this is happening. Whatever. They are trying to distract me from this reading right now. All right, we're not going to worry about it. Anyway, so people are coming in from this. Males are coming in and taking advantage of the females in this female lineage, where this is a karmic thing that happens to your family. Like what happened to you happened to your mother. What happened to your mother happened to her sister and her aunt and so forth. But they just don't talk about it. Like somebody steps real close forward and they say, shh. Like it's a very much, they like to talk about you, but they don't like to talk about them. And they wallow in that pity and that self-hate. And it's just like a shh. We don't want to look at ourselves, but we're going to look at you. Meanwhile, you're trying to like hop, skip, and jump and like maneuver your ass away from all of that. You're trying to move on. You're trying to learn your lessons. You're doing everything you can do. And I definitely think if you're doubting, if you broke that pattern, you were the start of that family cycle breaking. You and Yvette, like that's why you guys are so close, because I mean there was even a time where you guys were past life sisters, and feel like you maneuvered yourselves into being related. Like you almost weren't related, and you were kind of like, I'm not being reincarnated without this bitch. Like she goes, I go. Like we're a team. We got to do this together. And there's nothing wrong with that. I definitely like that you guys are a team. You guys are a really good. There used to be a trio. Like there used to be 3 of you that hung around together, but because they're saying you guys are a really good trio. But I think it's just you and Yvette now. But in the beginning, there was like this third girl or person that hung around you a lot all the time. They learned a lot from you, but they kind of like made their bed. She learned so much from you, but she's gone now and she made her bed. And you guys can't go back and like help her or fix her or do anything for her because that's done. But I feel like in terms of your family, this is a very family-oriented spread, that you are trying to change your outlook on them. It's kind of like, that's what I don't want to do. I had to learn this lesson the hard way, and now I'm going to come over here and try to like fix all of it. And I think you're doing a really good job. I think it's like a really slow process for you, and that's okay. That's okay, because you came here to learn lessons, like hardcore lessons. Like they're showing me like you, and I'm hearing my voice really far away, and it's kind of like, I wonder what abuse is like. I wonder what abandonment's like. Like I want to learn all these things because in your last life you really didn't experience a lot of that. So you wanted to figure out what it was like to feel the shit be beat out of you, because you didn't have a lot of empathy. Like you didn't know how to identify, they're saying, with the lower class. Like you were like this richy fancy bitch, and you're like, I don't know what that feels like to have problems. Like that must suck. Like it was kind of like that, and you went from that to this. But now all of your karma is coming back full circle. You're breaking these patterns, and you're like, I don't need that shit. Like I'm above it. Bye. You keep doing you, boo. And those are like, that's a great way in which lifetimes have come full circle, and you're kind of reaping the benefits that you sow, and other opportunities are coming into your life. They're even saying like, if you want a different job, you're going to get a different job soon. So that is a way in which the hangman is helping you and kind of healing up that karmic ties and those chaotic bonds and cutting those cords. And they're telling me to stop and let you look at the oracle cards that are associated with your past and the one associated with your present. So the one with your past, remember, I'm going to circle back around, and we got the Temperance card, and that was saying, you know, you were seeking balance in a very chaotic environment. So your oracle card that kind of matches that is self-examination. We're doing the soul journey deck. When I'm alone, how does my self-image change from when I am in the presence of others? So this is you telling your truth to yourself and then not telling your truth to other people. This is the past. So remember the hangman that we just went over, that card is like sewing up a lot of what you have reaped over the past couple of lifetimes, including this one, and a lot of your karmic family ties. Kind of like they keep saying, where she goes, I go. Like you and your cousin are like hand to mouth together. So the card you got for the hangman as far as oracle card, and I feel like this is really funny because it's the hangman again is all about changing how you see things, the outer environments, right? And how you're going to respond to them. It's kind of like a think and wait and we'll see moment. And this, your soul journey deck card is reflection. That makes me laugh a little bit. Recall a time where you felt you were being called by the universe, but for some reason, you chose to go a different way. What were you being called to do? If you could go back in time, would you change your mind? Why or why not? I feel like this is like a soul lesson for you to learn. Like everything is connected. And if you went back and you answered that call, you wouldn't be where you are today and you wouldn't have learned today's lesson. You'd still be stuck in that pattern of chaos and they're saying abuse, and you would not have learned that lesson about when to walk away and when was enough. Because 2 to 3 generations ago, those women that were severely affected in your family never knew really when to walk away until like the whole house was on fire. And it just wasn't talked about. Again, that woman comes really close and she like blows smoke in my face as like a distraction and goes, shh. Like it's really not something, it's almost like not something you want spoken about. But we're here for healing, and healing is uncomfortable, right? So that's the hangman. And whenever you go to the card where it says, what you want, you ironically got justice. For what happened to you, you like not only wanted to seek a balance for yourself, but you're also wanting like a fairness to happen to the perpetrator, to the person. It's kind of like you want a judgment to go down and you're like, I want this motherfucker to like either get a hex, have some shit befall him, or like some shit to just pop off and him get arrested. Like, can we plant drugs in this car? Like, what can we do to get this taken care of? And it's not about that. It's about you, like you cannot seek your own justice. The universe is going to take care of him, honey. Don't you worry. The universe is going to take care of that. There is a fairness that is being sprinkled around. It's taking its time, but don't worry. They're saying he already has an STD. Like they're working on it for you. You are also in this moment, like I feel like at one point in time there was like some type of legal battle and you were seeking legal counsel and like where to go, what to do, how to improve your life legally. And they're showing you like a child, like there was like some things like they're saying almost like a custody, like some type of custody where you had to be like, look, this is what we're going to do. It's going to be okay. They're showing me a courtroom and like a huge family separation. Like one family had this side, one family had that side, and you didn't feel very supported. So like you are going to be okay because the justice that you're wanting to happen is happening. It's just happening at a slower rate. Sorry, that's probably not what you want to hear for this full body tarot reading. You actually got a quote to go with justice. And anything you can't control is teaching you how to let go. There's a certain part of the justice card where you have to kind of live and let go, where you have to just say, fuck it. Like I've done all I can do to try to control this situation and make sure they get what's coming to them. But that's the part of the Justice card where you have to accept that they will reap what they sow. And you have to make sure you're not reaping their energy also in return, if that makes sense, because that karma is going to come back and bite your ass. Don't wish too much bad ill will on your enemy, or you will suffer your enemy. I'm hoping this makes sense. This has been a very like direct / indirect full body tarot reading. But I feel like you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about whenever you listen to this reading. So whenever I did the evaluation of your chakra system, it's your third eye, heart, and root that are blocked. And that really does make sense whenever you look at the cards, because your third eye is going to be like mainly your psychic perception. And I feel like you're slowly working on that. You got a lot to do as far as healing, and once you heal, it's like you're gonna have an explosion. They're showing me like clapping of hands, like poop poop poop, it's gonna hit you in threes, like clairaudience, clairsentience. There's one more, but they won't give it to me. So those two are your two major ones that are gonna be like poop poop, we're here, bitch, listen to us. I feel like a lot of it's going to happen during the group seance. Please come to the group seances, and to shy you away from the group seance, please come to it. I feel like you're going to get a better and new threshold of being able to hold on and speak to your spirit guides. They're like making me go, like she's going to be able to handle it. Like that type of energy is what's going to be coming over you towards the end of the month, specifically with that third eye chakra. And I'm going to give you a lot of Reiki today. So please, 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 please drink a lot of water, and you're going to be fine. I was going to set up a crystal grid for you, but they're like, she doesn't need a crystal grid. It's going to be fine. She's fine. So yeah, we're going to address the third eye. So the heart chakra. Now, whenever you look at your past, present, and what you want done spread, and we address all these cards, like, hell fucking yeah, you got some heart chakra issues to heal up, girl. Like, major mama drama family bullshit that's, like, not fair. Like, shouldn't happen to you shit, but it ended up happening because you had a lesson you had to learn, no matter how shitty and sucky and ugly it is. You broke that pattern because you chose not to go back. So we got a lot of heart chakra healing work to do, and you are on such a good path. Like, I feel like you have made so many boundaries and so many strides where you're okay. I feel like your temper might get in the way a little bit sometimes, but you are okay. At the end of the day, you got this shit, okay? And the root chakra, I feel like it's just because you don't spend enough time outdoors. They're telling me it's really cold where you are, so it's kind of like that angel thing. Like, you're not trying to be out in the cold getting grounded. Like, remember, it's the physical body that needs to be grounded, not the spirit. You want your spirit to do amazing hella magic. You want your physical body to stay here, because we don't need nothing happening that's not supposed to be. So we're going to work on those 3 chakras, okay? And as you're doing meditations, as you're listening, re-listening, I think the breathe meditation would be a really good way for you to also work on your own chakra system. So re-listen to that breathe meditation that's up on the website, and really try to connect to those chakras and connect to your guides and see what they have to say about it. Because I also encourage, as much as I try and heal my clients, I encourage you guys to hold fast to your own healing and your own connections to your chakras. And if there's something you feel like that needs to be addressed and fixed that I have missed for whatever reason, you go in with your peoples and you connect to that shit and you handle it. Because I know, girl, you can. You are a powerful badass and you can do it. You make your own shit all the time, girl. Like, I feel like you gonna be okay. We got this. We're gonna be okay. You just need a little validation. So definitely try to go outside and just imagine. If you can't go outside, just imagine whenever you're doing your own work, your own spells. I feel like you just right that shit, girl. Like you got it. When you're doing your own stuff, just imagine those green roots coming up from the earth and really grounding those feet. Okay? You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You have a lot of heart hurt. Like my chest hurts right now, girl. You got some dust on the third eye. We need to wipe it away. But otherwise, I love this reading for you, and I hope you enjoy it as well. You should be getting a crystal bar soap in the mail, and I'm going to type up your prayer that you can use. It's been distance Reiki, the crystal bar soaps have from me. And you'll get this and your typed up prayer that you can use in like any other instructions I pop in there. Enjoy the rest of your day, and please drink a lot of water.